So dear viewers, welcome back to the analysis of YOLENO TV. I hope you're well from wherever you're watching this channel. I was just going through the joint media interview at State House where a team of like 6 journalists took William Ruto through a series of questions. I could hear throughout the session an issue of gas. I had issue of security. I had issue of the 3% taxations. So there are so many responses that William Ruto issued. So as to the tax, 3%, according to William Ruto, it says that it's mandatory. It has to be done. On the issue of UNGA, that's a different case. But the only part that I caught my attention is on this question that William Ruto was asked concerning Malindi and why he did not intervene in, or why Raila Amolo Odinga was denied a chance to enter Shakahola. So from the response that William Ruto issued, I could tell, said, why is Raila Amolo Odinga, why was he going there? So that response already indicated that there was a deliberate plan to deny Raila Amolo Odinga that opportunity to go there, because it could have, or it would have embarrassed the government, because Raila Amolo Odinga accessing Shakahola and William Ruto and Gachagua not accepting that scene would have painted a bad image. Of course it already did, because the people in Kilifi already believe that the people who they can rely on is Raila Amolo Odinga, because Raila Amolo Odinga went there. So, but there is something funny about this Shakahola thing, because AYUB asked William Ruto specifically a question on that. Why is it that the media was not allowed access? And this is what William Ruto said. Let me just share that video with you so that we can get to understand why William Ruto appeared disturbed when he was responding to that question. Just stick by and listen to this question.
Tonight you have mentioned my fellow countrymen and women.
Yes.
On many occasions.
Yes.
Your fellow countrymen and women, the Kenyan people, want to understand why the government has locked out the media in Shakahola. Question number 2. Because the media has been locked out, your fellow countrymen and women want questions answered. Because you're the commander-in-chief and you get raw intelligence and briefings every morning here at State House. What exactly is the true picture of Shakahola?
If it was meant for the media, you know, Abdi, even if you went to Shakahola, would you go and film the graves and bodies that are disintegrated and take it to the people of Kenya? Would you do that as a responsible journalist?
There are ethics that guide us. We can't do that.
Yes.
But why the blanket?
There is absolutely
media blackout?
There is absolutely, the scene that is there is not a scene to report. Yeah, the scene that is there is not a scene to report. And my friend, what would be there to hide about graves and dead people? Surely.
Tell us the true picture now. Because you get the intelligence, isn't it?
I get the intelligence.
And you label yourself as
but do you know why there is intelligence?
Yes.
There is intelligence because there is a limit as to how far you can go with intelligence. If intelligence was meant for the media, it wouldn't be intelligent.
Okay, not the media per se. It's the Kenyan people want answers.
But you are the media.
Hang on, Mr.
There is a way I am going to communicate to the Kenyan people when the time comes.
It's through us, the professionals in the media. That's why here we are tonight. You speak to the Kenyan people about a raft of issues. Now, the Kenyan people want to understand the concerns that they have about Shakahola. Can't you tell them, the sovereign people of the Republic of Kenya, about the truth?
When the time comes for me to speak about Shakahola, I will to the people of Kenya.
When is that going to be?
As it is, the people of Kenya will get information from the officers on the ground to the extent that that information can be shared. But it is not fair and it is not right, Abdi, for you to tell me that I come and broadcast intelligence information. You know that's not possible.
Probably,
even if you try how.
Mr. President, I just want to ask you this.
Yes, from that response, so funny. From that response, you can tell it for yourself that one, William Ruto appeared disturbed, appeared as if he didn't want this question to continue, because from the way that question was posed to him, and I like AYUB the way he asks questions, I remember there's a time there when he was interviewing Marjan and Chebukati, he cornered Marjan. During that interview, he asked Marjan a very simple question. How comes you gave SMARTMATEC this opportunity to serve, to provide us the system that has been in serious doubt? And he even went to an extent of telling Marjan during that interview that SMARTMATEC themselves admitted that the system could have been tampered to give the Venezuelan presidency. So I like the way AYUB asked William Ruto this question, because William Ruto appeared disturbed, appeared as if he did not expect this question to be brought to him that way. Maybe William Ruto thought this interview was just going to be about the 3% housing tax, which he says is not a housing tax. Maybe he thought the interview was just going to be about, like let's say the high cost of living. But the journalist decided to no, we are going to delve this issue on the grave issues that are affecting Kenya. And one of the things that they targeted William Ruto on is the issue of Shakahola. And let me be honest with you, William Ruto could not answer this question. If you look at the way he is responding, the body movement, William Ruto never answered this question. That is what I can assure you. You check that in that video I shared, and I'm going to share that video again. Look at the way William Ruto was shaking his hand, moving left, right, and center. That could only tell you that he was looking for words to defend himself. Of course, the media people have their own protocols, how they handle coverage and the like. They know what to air, what not to air. Sometimes that's why they have that code, their own conduct, how they do things. So the expectation was that William Ruto was just supposed to allow the media to perform their jobs accordingly. Should have, and I think, I don't know whether this is the fact here, but I think Ruto and the government knows very well that if the media is allowed access to that place, then the media will unearth some secrets which the government does not want the public to know about. So that's why I'm saying in this analysis that William Ruto appeared disturbed when this question of Shakahola was posed to him. Ladies and gentlemen, let's catch up for another section of analysis. And once again, I'd like to ask you, if you've not subscribed to our channel, please consider supporting this channel by subscribing to it. Also, I'd like to urge you to stay safe and stay blessed until we catch up again in our next analysis.